What is the most awkward thing you've ever accidentally said or done in a serious situation? 1. My grandmother passed away. My mom was finishing up her cremation arrangements with the local funeral home when my dad passed in a car accident 2 weeks later. My mom calls up the funeral home, and her grief-stricken sick sense of humor forces her to ask if they have any 2-for-1 deals on cremation services. 2. Maybe not that serious, but as I was getting rung up by a cashier and he handed me my receipt, my brain couldn't decide between "thanks homie" and "thanks bro," so my mouth went, "Thanks bromie." 3. At my first big job interview, I was insanely nervous. The interviewer asked, "How do you handle stress?" and I suddenly let out a loud fart. 4. I went for a bike ride in my neighborhood at about 12 at night a month ago. It was pitch black other than streetlights every 5 or 6 houses. I was kinda just zoning out, enjoying the fresh air, when something moved out of the corner of my eye. I turned my head to look, and I immediately assumed it was some kind of monster. I had just finished a horror movie, so I let out an extremely loud scream in the middle of the night in a silent suburban neighborhood. The thing, which turned out to be a blonde soccer mom, screamed back at me, with pretty good reason. I zipped past her on my bike, yelling, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," over and over again until I got off the street. I haven't gone on a nighttime bike ride since then. 5. As a low-ranking team lead in a staff meeting, a senior manager started yelling and shouting at me. We had been disagreeing about a point of fact for 30 minutes. I heard myself tell him to go outside if he wanted to keep shouting. The room went silent. I played the scene back in my head. What I really said was, "If you want to shout at me, step outside." He shut up. No one blinked. I pondered for a very long moment. Realized that nothing said was an overt threat, so I sat back down. He never shouted at me again. After lunch break, someone else brought up my data, proving I was right. It was a very good day. 6. An old couple was pushing around an obviously upset baby. I said that she probably misses her mom. They then informed me that her parents passed away in a car accident a couple of days ago.